This is a lake. They are decently large-sized bodies of water. Within this lake are many water droplets, hundreds of thousands of millions of water droplets. Among these droplets is one very special water droplet. His name is Albert C. Sky, and this video will detail his journey.
It starts from a body of water. Whether it's a river, ocean, bay, or anything else, this cycle still applies. But our friend Albert lives in a lake. Lakes are large, slowly moving or still bodies of water that are surrounded by land, and they are much deeper than ponds. The cycle begins when the sun's heat starts heating up the water molecules. Albert begins to increase energy and vibrate faster, which causes his molecules to go further apart, making Albert less dense. And if the sun's rays penetrate Albert for long enough, he will eventually evaporate.
When Albert is heated to a temperature of anything above freezing, he turns from a liquid to a gas. The more heat is added to Albert, the less time this process takes. This process is called evaporation. During the process of evaporation, Albert will become less dense as his energy increases and rise to great heights where he will start to cool.
After Albert gets heated and rises high enough, he reaches an area in the atmosphere called the dew point. At the dew point, all the hot air stops rising and starts cooling. Albert will start cooling down, losing energy and gaining density. He slowly turns back from a gas into a liquid. Albert and his brothers will start forming clouds and collecting other water vapor. All of these vapors condense, cool, and freeze, losing more energy and getting denser. He is getting ready for the next step of the water cycle.
Now that Albert is in the clouds, he has cooled down. Albert is gaining weight and is heavy enough that the clouds can no longer hold him. Albert is about ready to melt down to the ground. Albert can fall in the forms of hail, rain, and snow. But due to the fact that the weather is a nice 67 degrees, Albert will fall as rain.
When Albert hits the ground, he has a chance to go underground. Not every droplet has the opportunity to make it, but Albert slips through the cracks. Albert gets through the permeable layer. Permeability is how easy it is for water to pass through. A high permeability level means that water can easily flow through, while a low permeability means that there is not enough space for the water to pass through. Afterwards, Albert makes it to an aquifer, which is a very porous area where the water is held and is now considered groundwater. Porosity is how much space is between all the grains of rocks. The more space there is, the more porous it is, while less space means it is less porous.
Albert may have made it into the ground as groundwater, but some of his friends weren't so lucky. Many of Albert's fellow brothers are now in the runoff process, rapidly flowing into the nearest body of surface water that they can find. Now that Albert's brothers have safely found a home in a nearby lake, stream, pond, or any other surface water, they are ready to repeat the process all over again.
Groundwater is any water under the ground. This type of water is what makes up an aquifer. Many people, like farmers, use groundwater to help grow their crops, and people also use groundwater to fuel their wells. Another use for groundwater is transpiration. Transpiration is when plants take the groundwater through their roots and use it to help them grow.